We were not doing very well towards the end of last year. We tried, and unfortunately, we just could not align on some of the fundamentals and what it takes in having a long-standing relationship.
Anyone else here been in touch with King?
Oh, yeah. So you didn't want him here?
I didn't say that, Contessa.
No, I'm asking.
He did.
We're asking.
He did.
Well, you guys are talking to my ex?
Well, you know, he looked out
Quad
for
opens up about her breakup with King and reveals that the relationship ended after they struggled to agree on important issues about their future together. While she admits she believed he was the one, things started falling apart toward the end, especially during their IVF journey, which put a lot of pressure on the relationship. As the group asks tough questions, Quad defends her feelings and makes it clear the relationship was real, even if it didn't work out.
Quad, you recently confirmed that you and King are no longer together.
Life happens.
Yeah.
Life happens.
Yeah. I know there was a lot of hope there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
On a lot of levels.
Very much so. And I thought he was the one.
What led to the breakup, and was it mutual?
You know, it was mutual. We were not doing very well towards the end of last year. We tried, and unfortunately, we just could not align on some of the fundamentals and what it takes in having a long-standing relationship.
Anyone else here been in touch with King?
Oh, yeah. So you didn't want him here?
I didn't say that, Contessa.
No, I'm asking.
He did.
We're asking.
He did.
Well, you guys are talking to my ex?
Well, you know, he looked out for Ashton for his birthday, which was amazing. It was a beautiful thing. And he's friends with Eugene. And honestly, he said he wanted to be here. He said he felt like there was more of the story to tell. Y'all went from being so lovey-dovey, I mean, whispering, it was the cutest thing, to, whew, it was cringy to watch.
When the relationship was good, right? And when it was not so good, it was over. And what I like to do is move forward in a positive manner. I don't look back in the rearview mirror. And so he is not present. And that is the end of that.
LaTanya from the Married to Medicine Atlanta group chat says, now that Quad and King are no longer a thing, Heavenly decides to speak on it and spin the narrative that King was faking the relationship for fame. But I think Quad needed a storyline too.
I've never done that.
Let me speak. Heavenly, a storyline, I never come up with storylines.
Right.
I'm not during the off seasons trying to figure out what's next. I don't have that. I don't want that type of anxiety on me. What I do is go with what is currently happening in my life. And to say it was a fake relationship, it was always real for me. I loved him with my entire heart. Okay? And not only that, who's going to spend the amount of money that I have spent on IVF?
Yeah.
Okay? And then traveling to Ghana. When I tell you IVF is so difficult, taking the shots day in and day out, constantly going to the doctor, okay? And also weight gain, not even to mention what it does to you mentally and emotionally. So that's dead, that storyline bullshit.
I think that people going through IVF on television or off television are not faking anything. I think you would have to be crazy to do that. So, and I know that you're not crazy.
Everything happened how it was supposed to.
Dr. Jackie, I have to assume that you've seen fertility struggles put quite a strain on relationships, especially IVF.
Absolutely. Fertility treatments can damage and destroy relationships and marriages.
I have a question. You are more than welcome to say none of my damn business. If you and King could not decide on whose house to live in, when you were going to get engaged, get married, why did y'all move forward with the IVF process?
Because he's a great co-parent.
Okay.
Even now, he doesn't live in the same household with his daughter and her mom, and he's an amazing co-parent.
And so you were thinking more along the lines of, even if this doesn't work out, I have an amazing sperm donor.
It did seem, as an outsider, that maybe he lost interest and he was just in it for you, like to support you, but not so much that, because you want a father who's going to want a kid. And that's what it seemed like. He wasn't as interested in that journey as you were.
It's a lot catering to someone's needs and then neglecting your needs at the same time.
We heard that from a lot of viewers who thought maybe you were not on the same page. As
I can only go by what we both agreed on. We both decided, without a gun to his head, without me pushing him off the bridge, without me having a car saying, I'm going to run you over, we both decided to go on this journey together to conceive a child. I never wanted to neglect anything that had anything to do with him. And I've always put my best foot forward and devoted myself. So when I heard that, I'm like, damn, where am I missing the mark?
Upset?
Well, I was like, where am I missing the mark?
So what is next for you? Will you move forward with trying to start a family solo, or is it something you think about?
I take it one day at a time. You know, I know there's a lot of options out there. I have friends who have decided to move forward and have children on their very own without a man present, and they have beautiful children. So we'll just see, and you have to just stay tuned, see how we're going to do that.
All right.
By the end of the conversation, Quad says she's focused on moving forward, leaving the past behind, and keeping her options open when it comes to love, family, and what her future might look like.